My name is Jan Goodman, and I'm the owner and president of Cityscapes Incorporated in Boston. And I've been in business since 1992. I know that's hard to believe, but yes, 1992. It'll be 30 years in business this year. Very exciting. It all started in the garden, seriously. My dad would say, Janice, Juno, get out and weed the garden. I'm like, no, Dad. So it started with the love of plants. My father was an extraordinary organic gardener. I grew up in the suburbs of Manchester, New Hampshire. And of course, he used that. You have the perfect little fingers to do the carrot seeds. So I love seeing things grow. He had a passion for it. And he was doing organic gardening before organic gardening was trendy. We all had allowance back then. It might have been $2. That's how old I am. But that being said, I'd get my $2 or whatever it was, and I'd take the bus with my allowance to downtown Manchester and go to the flower shop called Fleur de Lis, and I would buy houseplants. And I'd take them home and I'd put them on my bureau and I would make signs for them, their names, Charlie and Harry. I don't know why I called them guy names, but that was just me. They were like my pets. I ended up going to UNH, University of New Hampshire, for horticultural technology and landscape design. And it was so great. It's exciting because I do use my, I am doing what I love to do since day one. The funny part is recently I thought to myself, oh, I got my plant knowledge and passion from Dad, but my mom was very crafty. Mom was all, 4-H leader. She taught me how to sew and to cook and to do crafts. So the creative side of Cityscapes and me, the holiday decor, the thinking out of the box, living art, and my living furniture line, that comes from my mother. So I got great genes from both sides. And I started watering plants out of college. And I love that job. I love that horticultural job. I learned some real things, things about people. At one point, I'll never forget going into a law firm. And I saw one of the girls I went to high school with, and she was in a really pretty frilly white dress, and she was typing at a cubicle, and I kind of was schlepping my water buckets in, and I kind of felt bad, like, service person, and look at how pretty she looks. And meanwhile, she has no window. She only has nature around her because of me, the plants, okay? So I was feeling bad that day. A week later, it is 80 degrees out, and I'm bopping from account to account with my Hawaiian shirt, my shorts on, and I'm like loving life. Like, this is the best job ever. And I go in there, and I felt sorry for her because it's like, you're stuck in this office, and I get to do what I love to do, and I'm out of here. I used to water plants for a bank president, Mr. Howard Keegan. What a memory on this girl. Howard Keegan, nicest older man. And I thought, oh my gosh, watering Mr. Howard Keegan, he's better than me, right? He's the president of this big bank, and I'm going in to water his plants. But guess what? He's no better than me. I used to instruct Nautilus at night at the Y, and he would come in, and I got to yell at Mr. Keegan and go, I could do more reps than you, Mr. Keegan. Come on, buddy. So it's like you really get a perspective on no one is any better than anybody else. And I try and convey that to my employees when they say, well, you're the owner. I'm not. I'm just the girl from New Hampshire. I never want anybody in our company to think that they're any better, whether because they're in management or leadership or whatever, that they are not any better, because everybody is the same. They're born the same way. They leave not the same way. But so that was a big life lesson, like early in my life. This is one tip: never give up. So I applied for the Boston sales position. And my boss said no, first time. Oh, I was like, fine, and I just kept watering my plants and yada, yada. Second time. So that person didn't work out who they hired. Second time, same thing. Didn't get the job. Another person in, another person out. Didn't do well. Okay, great. Well, guess what? I can do it. This is when I was going, not the Boston position, but this is the New Hampshire sales position. And I was a horticulturist still. So the third time I walked in with those landscape plans I told you about from college and laid them on the sales manager's desk and said, I can do this, Roger. You just need to give me a chance. And he did. Ended up being, getting lots of sales, creating a whole territory. And then I ended up getting the Boston territory. In Boston, the Back Bay Hospital District, landing the Hancock Tower and Christian Science Center and the Marriott Copley. So the little girl from New Hampshire took over Boston and never give up. I was with them for 10 years. They got bought out by an international company. It was a corporate America coming in. It was a pesticide company, if you believe it. And it ended up being all numbers and they didn't care about the employees. So I left and I started actually a little flower shop called Flirtatious at Copley Place. Flirtatious, I'm French, get it? Okay. So Flirtatious. And it was like a little bonsai shop. It was a little dried flower arrangements when dried was hot. If you have integrity, you're going to go far. If you don't, so a lot of people at the time left this company and they stole the client list and they started selling and stealing accounts. Those people are not in business anymore, but I am. I waited my 2-year non-compete. I never took one account from them, even though all my accounts were coming after me saying, you know, the Hancock or Christian Science or even the Fairmont Copley Plaza. They're like, please take care of our plants. I'm like, nope, I'm waiting. So I waited. Plus, I didn't want to hurt the people that were still at this company that were my friends. So, integrity is probably that's the most important thing, honesty and trust, integrity. So I decided that I couldn't be taken seriously if I was called flirtatious. That's where Cityscapes was born. My big success is that we have been successful and financially sound for me to start a charitable offshoot called Transplanted. It's our plant truck with a purpose. So the fact that I can actually spend a ton of my time giving back to the community, working with Brookview Shelter for Women and Children, working for all these organizations, that's a big win for me. I'm not all just doing my life making money. We've donated tens of thousands of dollars through that little plant truck. And it's cool too. It's a little flower shop, plant shop on wheels. And we drive up to corporate accounts and there are clients like say 100 Summer or some we'll park there. They pick the charity they want us to donate all the profits to. And we sell thousands of dollars worth of plants and we give thousands of dollars worth of profits to the charity they pick. It's amazing. And it makes me feel like I've done something to help the community that helped us become so successful. We're doing an anniversary kind of thing when there are so many people that have been with me for 25 years, 15 years, 10 years. We do have longevity. I'm very proud of that, one of my leaders said to me one day, I would fall on a sword for you, Jan. Are you kidding me? Who says that? Nobody. Creating the great, loving, caring family that we have and that we love what we do and we have fun. So I'm very proud of that. So you can find us at www.bostoncityscapes.com or call us 617-451-1364 or follow us on Instagram at Cityscapes_Boston. We're on Facebook, all that fun stuff. You'll find us, and our website is amazing. You'll have a lot of, if you have any questions, just fill out a form and get on our newsletter and you'll get all kinds of great plant information and join our team if you're looking for a job.